once again, J76NY here, and we are up to episode number 8 of our playthrough of Burden of Command. Last episode we did the Road to Casablanca mission, and did fairly well in it. Captain Lamb was wounded, so not entirely sure if he's going to be back in this mission or not, or if it even includes him. So we're going to go and aid our men. Now, we did get a major victory for both the men and the mission, so we have 11 loyalty and 14 prestige for that. Let's see, he's got combat fatigue. Let's see if we can get rid of the combat fatigue. We have also got a loss here. Dearborn has combat fatigue as well as his 3rd platoon. So, what do we want to do here? Let's see what we can do about getting rid of this combat fatigue. Inner scenario R&R or a narrative event. Let's get Stern some experience here. By 25, 10 loyalty. 5 prestige, that's not bad. But we'll bump his entire squad up a little bit. And then Dearborn, maybe we could do something with Captain Lamb. No, I guess not. Let's see. 2 prestige. We're down to 7 prestige already, so. Or what's this here? Casualties. Request untrained. Highly trained replacements from HQ. 3 prestige. Alright, so we got a highly trained replacement for him. We'll give him a green replacement there. And we'll get 2nd platoon up to speed here. And that'll be it for our prestige. Now we can increase our loyalty here. And that's about it. Alright. So we replaced all our losses. Gave them a little bit of experience. And now we are going to continue our story. So sit back, relax, and enjoy episode number 8.
Shore batteries and the heavy guns of the French battleship Jean Bart and several cruisers, destroyers, and gunboats put out a devastating fire. Gunnery from American ships coupled with precision bombing silenced those guns.
Then I knew, even if I made all the right decisions, not everyone was coming home.
Alright, it's called The Talk. The awaited French counterattack never materialized, neither do your orders to advance. If Task Force Headquarters has a plan, it's way above your pay grade. We have to keep pushing just as well. We didn't have support either. I command only my platoon, not the army. We have to keep pushing. The city of Casablanca sprawls along the horizon to the south and west, a jumble of white stone and strangely shaped golden rooftops just a few miles away. The hours creep past as you watch, wait, and wonder. Your men rest in what shade they can behind their rock piles. You can hear their stomachs growl as you make your rounds. A runner from Company HQ arrives at sunset. Captain Lamb needs to see you. He says, "Take 4 men. Our supplies have come in." Corporal James Jackson relates, managing to catch a hint in the captain's Texas twang. Water, ammo, food? Now? Or go see Captain Lamb. See what this says. All 3, Lieutenant, but not a heap of everything. You grab the 4 nearest men and put Sergeant Grant in charge until you return. Corporal Jackson leads you to the ruined adobe farmhouse behind a grove of lemon trees. Piled in the shade are cardboard boxes filled with K-ration cartons. Beside them sit dozens of 5-gallon jerry cans, all stenciled with the words water. Clatter of a typewriter draws your attention to a white stone house nearby where there is a clack of keys. There is paperwork, and that means the command post. I should report in first. Trust +5 for that. High doctrine, prestige +1, trust +10. Let's report into Captain Lamb first. Captain Lamb enters the sunlight and blinks hard. Somehow he doesn't seem half as tired as he was the last time you saw him, laying wounded on the ground. "Lieutenant," Captain Lamb calls out, "the supply situation ain't good. Most of this stuff had to be hauled up by hand. Dearborn and Wilson have taken their shares, so half of this is yours. Make it count." "Half and no more?" Lieutenant Stern hasn't packed his portion up yet. Who got here first, Wilson or Dearborn? Don't see how that matters. Half and no more. Alright then. Now Major Cloud is putting together a briefing at battalion, and we're invited. Your men will take away 1st Platoon's share, except for one of them. He's coming with us as an aide. Doesn't that look yummy? Wonder what's in the can. Canned meat. The sea rations are definitely better now. Meals ready to eat, the MREs. I've actually eaten quite a few of them just here on my own. Some of them are pretty good, some of them are really bad. Choose Crosley. He can eat at Battalion HQ. 1st Platoon gains 6 +2 temporary morale. And 3 +1. Choose Morris so Patterson will work harder. Well, morale is a good thing. Morris or Patterson, so we'll go with that. Morris steps to your side. Patterson follows almost as a reflex before you motion for the Brooklyn resident to attend his other work. There isn't much to see on the road ahead. There are no vehicles or even camels to be found. Only a few distant figures trudge down the ribbon of gray asphalt. Their shadows long in the setting sun. The pace Captain Lamb sets would be brisk by anyone's standard. After a time, he signals for Morris to go on ahead a little ways. The private advances quietly without Patterson. There's a joke around. There to joke around with. Whew! So how are you getting along, Lieutenant? Sir, about to take down that anti-aircraft gun. The one that vanished. Be honest and angry. Answer blandly about lessons learned. Feign weariness. I'm going to answer blandly. Bullets are great teachers, says Captain Lamb. A barrage of artillery thunders in the distance. Casablanca lies under a pall of smoke that hangs especially heavy over the harbor. The two of you talk a while about how the men are doing, good and bad. This all leads me to my next question. Is Sergeant Grant a good sergeant? He's had his moments good and bad. I'd ask he be replaced, but I just get the same. He's bar none the worst sergeant ever. Oh, slap. I've had to trust him with my life, and I will do so again. That's high praise, Captain. I didn't know if he'd make the grade. Did you know he was a buck private in 40s? Lots of promotions during the Army expansion changed everything. Morris suddenly freezes on the road ahead. His rifle comes up wearily. The drone of an aircraft engine comes from somewhere in the twilight sky, and it's slowly getting louder. Lamb? Really? Oh, a Moroccan sheep from the Sus Masadra. Interesting. Dinner? Lamb gestures towards a stone animal pen. A lone sheep paces about inside, flickering nervous glances your way. You and Lamb take cover behind a rough masonry. Morris crouches down a little further away. Thankfully, the sound of the plane begins to fade away. What's this all about? Me, the men, Grant promotion. What's this all about? A lot of things. Major Cloud wants me to bring my XO. Trouble is, Lieutenant White is still on ship with that smashed hand he got when we were loading up. Unless he makes a real dramatic recovery, Nickel Company is going to need another executive officer. I want that to be you. High above, the plane wings away northeasternly. You've been a credit to this Army and its regulations, and I know I'm not the only person who thinks that. And I can respect your outlook on things, but it isn't about how things went at the Cape. See, you really impressed me yesterday. Most officers would have stopped well short, and that tells me you'll go far. The question now is... Quiet. Are you ready and willing to be my XO? Wilson always plays by the book. Dearborn never opens it. And for every pit bull like Stern, there's another officer who'd rather never leave his CP. A wall is made of many parts. Some regulations work in the field and some are just for garrison. And some get men killed when the shooting starts. He gestured idly towards a portion of the wall. There are hundreds of individual stones there that make up the whole. Whatever you may think, this won't be easy. The more soldiers you lead, the harder it is because everyone needs something different to get the job done. Now then, how about it? I'll manage. No change to your primary mindset. Combat fatigue minus 20. Reset primary mindset to cunning or zeal. I'll fight the right way. I'm going to take away that prestige. That's good to hear. I mean the combat fatigue. Don't want to take away my prestige. When you're done being my XO, I expect you'll make an excellent company commander. Combat fatigue minus 20. Uh-oh. He stands out. A shot rings out. He staggers. Captain Lamb collapses against the stone wall, a dark stain spreading across the front of his shirt. Order covering fire, shoot back at the sniper, rush over to my captain. Covering fire. Morris opens fire, his rifle cracking off rounds into the night. Oh Lord, Captain Lamb coughs, blood spills out through his lips. The enemy fires back, their rounds cracking over your head. Then you hear the barely audible ping of an M1's en blanc clip. The shooter has an American rifle. Holy shit, really? Stonewall Jackson, his ass. The challenge is George. Play by the rules. Medic! A voice calls out in the darkness. Moments later, a young American soldier rushes into view, his hands pale as they clutch the stock of his rifle. Are you Oh, shit! Morris cold cocks the soldier from behind and puts him on the ground. Fuck, fuck, fuck! Kick the sentry a few times, keep Morris from killing the man. You grab Morris's arm as he goes for his bayonet. He doesn't look back at you, but after a moment he does resheath the steel, because now there is something more important to attend to. The next while is a blur of carrying Captain Lamb forward to battalion. Blood keeps coursing down his chest. Morris shouts for a doctor. There isn't one, but the medics do what they can with what they've got. It isn't pretty, and it doesn't work. Eventually you find yourself beneath canvas, sitting upon a folded chair that creaks worryingly with every breath you take. Medic Brassard, emblazoned with a red cross, rests on a nearby field table. Major Cloud steps into the tent, his left hand encased in a white bandage. His eyes narrow as you look up. Do you need to be relieved? He asks pointedly. Why? What's the point of that? Do you need to go fuck yourself? Why would you ask me? Probably not the best thing to say to a major. Now, what's the point? Precisely, Major Cloud says as he steps over to the nearby table. Faint rumble of artillery comes to the west. Tonight, 2nd Battalion will launch an attack on the resort town of Ain Sabah. No mention of Captain Lamb, huh? Moving on, I guess. Major explains. His free hand drifts to the medic's helmet and shifts it aside. Early tomorrow morning, 3rd Battalion will use the ground they've taken to push into the city proper. Nickel Company's objective is a French military encampment on the city's outskirts. You will lead them. Okay. Make no mistake about this. You've never commanded a company, and the advantage the French have are considerable. They're fighting on their doorstep while we're dragging everything from the beachhead. They also have tanks. They have artillery, and they may actually outnumber us. But that doesn't matter. They've been retreating for 3 days, and now they are forced to fight. That's not easy to do, not for any army. And if we can coordinate properly, they won't be able to shift their reserves around to hit us one company at a time. So this involves more than just the 7th. What do I tell the men? The soldier who shot my captain, I'd better see to my company. That might be a big operation. So tell me. Major Cloud says there is another of those folding chairs nearby, but he doesn't sit. I don't have any maps to show you the larger movement, but you don't need them either. What do I tell my men? That's for you to figure out, Major Cloud says with a tiny shrug of his shoulders. Just make sure they attack on schedule. What about the soldier that shot him? He's being held. His knuckles rap against the wooden table. That's all I'll say about that. When did Captain Lamb... I could say that the doctors are still working on him as far as everyone knows, Major Cloud says. He glances briefly out the tent flap through, though there is nothing much to see in the dark. How important is tomorrow? Pretty damn important. It will make our victory or break our effort. Your objective is one of the garrison's major bases. Taking it might just convince the French to throw in the towel. You know what else would convince them to throw in the towel? An invasion led by a meth-fueled Nazi horde in armored vehicles. Tell me if you get the reference. All right. You return to the Adobe house that served as Captain Lamb's command post. The enlisted men are already whispering to one another. Bad news travels fast, as always. They already know you are their new company commander. Morris is sent to get Sergeant Grant. Other runners fetch the lieutenants. It isn't long before they assemble. Lieutenant Stern is the first to arrive, barreling up the road at a dead run. Dearborn isn't far behind, with Sergeant Grant and Lieutenant Wilson following them. Captain Lamb has been badly wounded. Lie. Tell the truth. I'm going to tell the truth. Stern takes a step backwards and shakes his head. Jesus Christ! What the hell happened? Doesn't matter, we'll attack tomorrow. You lay out Major Cloud's orders and reveal the map. A slice of the city of Casablanca. Hills lie to the south. Along the route from your present bivouac, you'll have to take a cement works and negotiate a half-built workers' suburb before coming upon the military encampment. The French are strongly positioned in the camp itself, but not much else is known of their deployments. That includes the hilly area to the south. What does the French translate to? What's the recon like? Could your MGs cover the assault? What's the recon like? The French are fortifying. The odds look about even. This is going to be a tough fight, sir. No matter what we try, it comes down to hitting their camp there. Which is where? Maybe here? Maybe here? We're best off with securing their workers' city there and using the cover of the buildings there to build up enough fire for an assault. You don't know the situation any better than I do. I need recon, not strategy tips. I'm not going to be a dick to the guy. He knows what he's talking about. Listen and wait. Which they'll see coming, Dearborn interjects. If we go straight in, we're playing to their strength. Yeah, we got to hit them hard right away before they can figure us out. In the back of the group, Sergeant Grant says nothing. When you meet his eyes, there's a profound worry there. The officers argue a little while longer. Wilson is certain that the methodical approach will work. The others are equally uncertain, though for very different reasons. The second map you have bears hand-drawn dispositions that may or may not be accurate, seeing as how they came from French officers with Gaullist learnings. Okay. Let's see. I think we need to hit them hard. We'll set up shop in the workers' city, get in close and hit them hard. Lay out how the platoons will make the assault. If we catch hell in the open, then this entire plan goes south, Lieutenant Wilson says. He glances Dearborn's direction. And not in a good way. Captain Lamb would have agreed with me. Give them your orders. You send the officers back to their platoons, but Sergeant Grant lingers behind. What is it? Sergeant, I'm terrified about tomorrow. I've never led a platoon, not like this. Like, honestly, just not now. The regs get you started. The rest is up to you. You can do this. I know you can. Thank you, Lieutenant. There are countless details to prepare. Things you have never had to bother with before. The field kitchen haven't come forward for some reason, and there's no first sergeant to sort that out. By the time those are in hand, the sky is entirely dark and you are exhausted. Thankfully, there's a cot waiting for you in the house's second room. The sight would have been comforting if it weren't for Captain Lamb's dress boots laying on the floor. I am a captain. So says Steam. See? You waken in the familiar dark. All is quiet, and for the moment you forget why you were there. Then the warm, fond illusion is shattered by the distant thunder of artillery. You are 3,000 miles from home in a very foreign country and at war. Your headquarters unit is a bare 5 men, all of whom seem to be asleep. The radio operator lies curled up beside his box. The runner snores next to the door. The armorer swings in a hammock. Look at your watch, tells you there's not much time before you are scheduled to launch the attack, and there remains stuff to do. Yell and get them all up. Your headquarters section awakens at the boom of your voice. Sergeant Arthur, your armorer, flips out of his hammock and hits the ground with both feet as if he were wide awake the whole time. Sparks Sobieski rises, takes a moment to steady his radio box. The Polish-American corporal is soon rubbing the sleep from his eyes. Only then does your runner, Private James J.J. Jackson, manage to stir. Let's have a hot breakfast before we do this. Your HQ section seems more than enthusiastic about the breakfast. Maybe they're hungry too. Before long, they're splitting up to wake the cooks, make sure that the men start the day with something besides D-ration bars. Technical Sergeant Washington is our armorer. The armorer artifice is called Artie by just about everybody, born in Louisiana, and rumor has it joined the Army just to get out of there. From what little Captain Lamb said about the man, he apparently recruited him after he fixed a car using nothing but baling wire and sweat. Think we can repurpose some French MGs. Can you advance tank support? Ooh, I'm gonna go with the tanks. Sure can, sir. I take it they're for the tanks we're supposed to get. I'd hate for them to take a wrong turn. There isn't much more you can say to that. The man knows his business. Corporal Sobieski, we'll just call him Spark so I don't mispronounce his name every time I see it. I want air support, even chance of air support, even chance of artillery support. Some positive events enabled. I want artillery support. Polish accent. He grasps the side of his radio and turns the crank. Soon you're on the line with an artillery officer. The exchange proves less than reassuring. Division artillery has too many support requests and nowhere near enough shells. Only the customary ranging fire takes place. JJ asks, sir, make sure those tankers can read. Tanks support will arrive earlier. Or an additional rifle squad. I'm going to go with the rifle squad. Alright, let's get on with it. With everyone in motion, you step out into the gray dawn. The platoons of companies are waking as well. In under an hour, the attack will begin. I feel anxious, though nothing is happening. That's a start. Have I done everything I can? Captain Lamb must have felt the same thing. Stay focused. Captain Lamb never had it easy. I got to sleep in a cot. That's got to be worth it. Captain Lamb would be proud. But stay focused. Secure the enemy barracks. Suffer no more than light casualties. Alright, so this is... Tomorrow is today.
This is a Chinese fire drill.
My God.
Oh,
What a mess.
Oh, hell.
Wow. Okay. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Wow, that is a lot of barbed wire. And an open road and an open field. So this right here, take this walled compound. This is a secondary objective up here, as is this, and here's the barracks. All right. Let's see what the... capture at least one objective. 2 objectives is a draw. 3 is a minor victory. Plus 1 objective labeled required. And major victory is 4. Okay. Whoops. All right. So our primary objective is to the south of the road. There's a lot of buildings in between us and them. Let's see, is this a... No, I can't see it. All right. Let's have Wilson lead the way. I'm going to send Wilson up north to take the other objectives up here.
Don't leave anything behind! Take cover!
Oh, what the hell? Oh, shit. Alright, so there's a pretty solid armored unit right there. May not want to send these guys too far into or out of cover until we do something about that. Oh, it looks like we got some
Tirez!
oh, now they're stuck in the open. Let's get you into the trees here. Damn. We gotta do something about that gun for sure. What if we could hit it with mortars? Let's see, stern, mortars. We can't even see them. All right, let's get
Avancez!
I'm gonna send Dearborn up first. He can't lead. Or he can't move. Yeah, he can, though. Wonder if we, see, recon by fire. That's not going to do me any good. Let's get you up in the house here. Alright, well, luckily enough, it crashed and completely kill me here. Oh, I gotta end Stern's turn, or Wilson's turn.
Avancez!
I really gotta do something about the, that gun that's out there. What is happening here? Okay, well, that was interesting. These guys, alright, let's move you down here. Not gonna move. Game gonna crash again. Yep. Oh, wait, there he goes. Alright, well, I'll be back when this finishes up. There we go. Okay. We can still move. We gotta move some of the other squad up, too. Alright. And we can move this first squad. Kind of wondering if there's anything out here. Recon by fire. This would be my guess. Nope, nothing there. Alright. Dearborn. Let's have you rally. Alright, good. Oh, I guess it's just Dearborn. You gotta get some of your squad mates up here, bud.
How much ammo left? Got an MG right here. I have Dearborn and the squad move down this way. Maybe not in the open. It's gonna have to cross the open though to... I don't want him to go this way. There, he got into position. I think that's all Dearborn can do. Yeah. Alright. The stragglers, the rest of them, I could come up as their captain and take control, I guess. I wonder if this guy has line of sight on this. He does not. Do you have line of sight from here? No. What about from here? No. But that should mean that he doesn't have line of sight either. But he does. He doesn't have line of sight up into this area right here. Alright, let's get our MG. I'm going to have him come up here. Then we'll bring you down just like this. He was spotted, but that's alright, he didn't get shot at. He might be in the open now, that's might not be good. Alright, so stern and the mortars, I don't want to put them out in the middle of the road. Okay. Let's take control here. We're going to have... That would put him right in the middle of the road. That's my best squad, too. Go. Make a dash for it. He didn't get shot at that time. He's still got movement. What about Jay? He's still got plenty of orders, but we got other squads to worry about here. Okay. See, what do we have? Line of sight. Come on now. Yeah, you can see way up here. That's not good. Right, then he should be able to move. Can he shoot? No. Failed weapons range. Alright, we'll get him up with Dearborn. And then Jay himself. No, dude. Okay, well, it is what it is. I was going to set a waypoint for him to move a little further forward, but that is fine. Alright, so we've got a force down here.
JJ, grab got some engineers.
Cool. He's with Grant. They're going to be under fire here. All right, this is Dearborn. I think first what I want to do is see if I can silence this MG right here, which it looks pretty good to be able to do. Okay. And then this MG right here. We'll hit him again. Alright, and then Stern, I want you to move up with your mortars. So you have line of sight here. This MG can't move. Okay.
Révolution nationale. Ne prendre pas la pipe.
Where did that come from? Got another MG down here. All right, we'll rally the squad here.
We're up.
Bring Wilson over here. Bring the squad up.
It's getting hot out there.
Bring them up in here, see if they can spot anything out in front of us. My God, we can go pretty far. We'll have him start creeping forward, see if we can sneak up
But
on
what about
that
those
gun.
tanks?
Yeah, what about the tanks? Alright, Grant's gonna have to make an assault on...
La France est de notre côté.
Gotta get rid of this here. Come on, Grant, you can do it. Right, failed weapons range. It's going to put Grant in a position in the next one, but all right, let's get you up with Grant. At least as close as you can. Can't make an assault. We need to take that position out.
Tell my wife I love her.
Oh. Too far. All right, Dearborn.
Resserrez vos bottes.
What are you doing? Oh, there's another gun down there. Wow. Why does it keep flipping back and forth like this? All right, Dearborn.
On your left. Reloading. Don't give him an inch.
I'm gonna bolster.
Don't give him an inch.
That way we should be able to move right up. Dearborn can hopefully take the position. Can we bolster again? Oh, he's only got one. Let's try it, see what happens. There we go. Alright, assault that. Go.
Drag out.
Alright, the MG squad has surrendered. Good job, Dearborn. Okay.
Hit him hard. Stay on line.
We still got these 2 units we have to move up.
Move, move.
I'll have to do that with Jay.
Keep your heads down.
Alright, let's get you moved up. Like that. These are the engineers. I'm gonna have them come right up the road. They aren't part of my platoon, so, and right there, that's where we gotta,
Run! Run!
that's what we have to be concerned with, right there, coming through the middle. Alright, then you can get up over there now that you revealed the enemy position. I probably should have shot at him. I wonder if I could undo that. Can I undo that? Oh. They've been spotted. All right, and then Jay himself is going to move up.
Stay on line.
If I could,
Get the BAR up here.
now we'll bring Jay over here. Only Captain Jay. Only Captain Lieutenant Jay. All right. Okay, so areas of concern are the gun here. There's one down here as well. I don't think these guys are in weapons range. That'd be my guess. I mean, I am way outside of weapons range, so there's a good chance that they are as well. We just have to watch out for this gun that's right here. But that's what Wilson's for. Wilson's going to come around and hopefully make a neutralizing assault on this gun, and he's also got that objective right there he can take. All right. They're sighted in. Let's move Wilson up. No sign of the tanks yet. Maybe the signs got knocked over. All right. And then I want to bolster here.
You're the 7th. Get in gear.
And then hopefully make a charge. I don't want to... Oh, hang on. Wrong button. Like that. No, I don't want to. I don't want it to be just Lieutenant Wilson. There we go.
Stay close, you
shit.
salty dogs.
I guess we snuck behind him. Can we assault? Yeah, too far. But we can put some fire into their back.
Eden, quit looking and fire.
I'm gonna move you up. Right here. Into this house. There we go. Now we can...
Allez au diable.
Ouch. Well, that wasn't good. Where'd the house go? Did they blow the house up? That sucks. Okay.
Hit the dirt.
I'm gonna get Jay back here.
Ça chauffe!
Captain Jay out of action. God damn it. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. I did want to rally these guys or to remove their suppression, but that just kind of went right out the fucking window.
Oh shit. Oh shit. On your right.
Garde à vous!
Uh-oh.
L'honneur est exigeant!
Alright, so Dearborn and Stern. And then we got a rally.
We're not losing today.
But that's all Stern can do, so... Alright, now it's up to Dearborn.
Vite!
Alright, Dearborn. Oh no, we got Grant as well. Let's get you into cover, Dearborn. Oh, we got someone out here. Let's bring you up here. Get you into cover. Okay. Can we put some fire on this guy? Failed weapons range. Let's remove the suppression here. It's going to take everything, but... try and move our guys up a little bit. Sounds like someone just yacked. Alright. That was a nice shot from this gun down here. So. Alright. I'm going to call this episode right here. We will continue this in the next episode here. We have to deal with this big gun out here. We've got mystery unit here, as well as these guys. Second squad of the 1st Cav. Not to mention the gun that just took out me. So Revenge is the name of the game here. But we are moving in on the objectives. We've got this one right here. That's a secondary objective. As well as the main objectives down here. If we can get Wilson out along this way to take this one as well, we could have him come down while the rest of our group moves in a frontal way, so we can hit him from two sides. So anyway, that's going to do it for today's episode. If you guys liked it, hit the like button. If you have any thoughts, tips, or advice, leave those in the comment section down below. Kind of curious what you guys think about the game and all that. So let me know in the comments down below. If you want to follow along through Burden of Command, hit the subscribe, and we'll pick this up again in episode number 9. J76NY saying thank you very much for watching, and have yourself a very good day.